وش الدراري معكم فيصل. This is Carcass on fucking المعادن. First of all, welcome to Morocco.
Thank you very much.
How was it this far?
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it's our first time here, so we're just really delighted to get the opportunity to travel here and do a bit of sightseeing and play.
So I've heard that this is the first time for you in Africa.
Well, in Northern Africa, yeah, we have been to South Africa in the past a couple of times, but yeah, this is new territory for us. It's a lot of fun, yeah.
Needless to say that this is North Africa, an Arabic Muslim country.
Yeah.
How do you feel playing here?
Well, that's great too, because it's different for us, right? I mean, we have played some, Islamic countries like, Indonesia and Malaysia and stuff, but it's unusual, let's be honest, and yeah, it's great.
Let's talk about hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like by far, for me personally, the best Carcass album ever.
Sure.
Why did you shift from grindcore to hard work material?
Well, it's not so much of why as a how, because it was gradual. Like between each album, there were a few steps, I think. So the first album's very noisy. Second album's a little bit more controlled, but still crazy. The third album is almost progressive, and then you get to Heart Work, where, in my view, we were kind of writing material for the stage a bit more, because we'd done a lot more touring. So we were very aware of the kind of riffs that would reach the back of a room, And also, I think we got tired of doing stuff that was too cerebral. We wanted to play from the gut more, But we also like the melodies, that element too. Yeah.
Carcass had a break.
Yeah. Well, we were
After
broken up.
they come back stronger as ever with Surgical Steel.
Yeah.
Like, what are the circumstances like to make such a perfect album for Carcass?
Well, we just wanted to make as good a record as we could, and we had a lot of fun doing it. You've got to remember, when we were working on the material and recording, nobody else knew that we were doing this, so there wasn't really any pressure. If we ended up making a turkey, we could always just keep it to ourselves and not release it. But it didn't turn out that way. We had something that we were really, at least moderately proud of, and we wanted to release it. So and then obviously, as luck would have it, it received quite a bit of attention, and that was nice.
Let's talk about like the difference between the metal scene in the 80s, 90s, and nowadays.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
It's a different world now. The difference between Carcass in the old days and now, the biggest difference is the festivals, because they just didn't exist for a band at our level. If you were a big band, sure, but for an underground kind of group, you didn't play festivals really. It rarely happened, and if they did, they were very small. So when we reformed, suddenly we're doing things like Hellfest, and there's 40,000 people there. So that was a bit of an adjustment for me anyway. I think the other guys had done it with their other bands. But it's just a bigger thing, and it feels bigger anyway. I mean, how do you see it, Tom?
This is all very new to me, because I've only been playing with the band for just over 1 year. Normally I'd be out there, like in the crowd. I mean, it seems to me that in some ways that the metal scene is better than it's ever been. There are more opportunities for people to see bands. If people want to make a band, it's very easy now to put your music out on the internet. The thing I wonder sometimes doesn't happen quite as much is bands. Like, when I grew up, I always thought the way a band had to go was you start off playing to like 0 people, then 1 person, then 2 people, and you build and build and build. Now with the internet, a band in Morocco could have their music heard by people in California, just with like click of a mouse.
We talked about festivals.
Yeah.
Seems like we're talking about either old Carcass or new Carcass.
Yeah.
What's the best scene you've ever played in?
The best.
The best scene, like the best crowd, the best audience, the best everything.
What would you say?
What mark you the best, like?
Ask us again in 3 hours.
Good answer.
Yeah, if it's in a few hours, what are we going to expect?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want anyone to expect anything except hopefully we'll play a full set of music without any disasters. But yeah, I mean, obviously we want to dip into every element of our past. So there's going to be tunes off every record, really. There's going to be a lot from Heart Work, but yeah, there will be also stuff from the earlier days and stuff from Surgical.
How was the trip to Morocco so far?
Oh, well, for Tom, well, you explain.
I live in California, so it took nearly a day.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful being here. Everyone we've met has been really friendly. The place has an amazing energy.
We've got a band as big as Carcass, like seriously. You made your mark in the metal world, especially death metal and deathcore, so like we're more than humbled to have you on scene. have you seen any bands here playing?
Yeah, we've just watched these guys. We are very impressed.
Yeah.
It's a really together band. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you see people play individually, they're all great, but it doesn't look like they've actually spent much time together as a gang. You know, and these guys, they have that feeling. So, yeah, I mean they're going down a storm too, which is, you know.
What can you say, like, to bands that already are here, but not that struggles to make it in the metal world? Like, they got material, they got internet, they got everything, but still they can't make it, even though they make great music. What can you say to those guys?
What do you think?
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't worry about trying to make things other people will like.
Yeah.
If you like it and you trust yourself, it'll be good. And people can see that.
Yeah. I would second that, because there's a lot of anxiety right now about people. It's weird. It's almost like people want to play metal and they want to be very popular and successful. And those things might happen, but that shouldn't be your initial motivation, you know? And as Tom says, if you go into this just crafting what you do and making it something very personal, then only good things can come of that. You can't control how many people will like it, but you can, you know, be yourselves and be honest, and then you'll get a degree of respect for that alone, you know. Well, thank you for having us, guys. God, we're just really chuffed that we got invited here, you know.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Appreciate
time.
that.
Yeah, see you. We're gonna break our necks today. That's for sure.
Excellent. All right, good.
And it's a wrap, guys. تعاو مع كركس فلسطين.